There are so many interesting, horrifying, or downright weird things in this big world of ours.
Each week, we'll bring you a new true crime story that has little to no coverage in English.
Let us do the translations so you don't have to.
I don't know how we start these news tangent episodes. I guess we just start
We
them.
don't. We
Hello.
just go. Yeah. Hello. Hi.
Okay.
News tangent.
Hi.
This is gonna be random.
I have a
Hello,
news.
hello.
Do you have news or
Yes.
story or something?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
Who wants to start?
Do you want me to get it over with? I have an
start.
easy one.
Or yeah.
Oh, you
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like, okay, on a
No,
scale
no.
of 1 to fucked up, how fucked up is yours?
Mine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty fucked up, but it's not like. I guess like because it's about a lot of people, not like one specific person. It's easier to kind of, I don't know, like not get too attached to it or something. So it feels less fucked up, but it's actually very fucked up.
Okay, mine's
That was
lighthearted, so
confusing.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, maybe we should leave that as the last one then.
Okay, mine's
Mine is
lighthearted.
mine is like basic fucked up. Like fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, mine's not fucked up at all, so I'll go
Okay, let's
last.
leave that
Okay.
last then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that last. Definitely. So do I start?
Yeah, go for it.
I can start. Okay, so remember that I think it was in the last News Tangent episode where I talked about the digital fraud and how bad it is and how much money people lost to digital fraud in Finland, in Hungary, like all over the world. So this is like, I heard about a story related to that from the other side in a different podcast. And then I looked into it a little bit more and I didn't know it to this extent before, but apparently you can tell me if you knew this before or not. But this is kind of a new, there's this like new-ish type of human trafficking business, especially in Southeast Asia, that there are these, what are they called? Scam factories or fraud factories, where there are a bunch of people. So those people who you identify as a fraudster, so the people who are calling you, trying to like, scam you with something, they are actually like enslaved in these scam factories, and they are held
I've heard of
there,
this.
like a lot of them
Yeah.
against their
Yeah.
will. Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of this. Yeah.
it's crazy. So there are a bunch of articles about this. I copied a few interesting like parts of some of them. I can read them to you.
I
But
would
yeah, go ahead,
somehow
Petra.
guess that, for example, the Microsoft callers. Do you remember them? Like I don't think I have had a call for a while, but a couple of years ago you would get very often this like, "Hi, I'm from Microsoft Services. Your Microsoft account has been blah blah blah," with mostly kind of Indian accent,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and I think like lots of people were getting those often.
Yeah. There was some very recent article actually from this April, I think, that like some like thousands of Indian citizens were kind of saved from one of these fraud factories recently. So yeah, because it's always like, oh no, it's always those like scammers again, and then you kind of assume that they are just bad people, but then a lot of them are they're also victims of this whole business.
I don't
So
know. I
maybe what we
never
should do
thought
is,
that they're doing it themselves. They just don't sound like
yeah,
that. They sound like they're just reading it from the paper.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Maybe we should be like, if you need help, just say tuna fish or something like that. Do you know where
Hmm.
you're at? We can come and save you, or I don't know, something. But
And we thought, like, oh,
Yeah.
you're in a random part of Calcutta. I'm
yeah,
coming.
Yeah.
or at
Yeah,
least
Well,
but I mean, I don't
alert the
know, call
authorities or
Amnesty
something.
or something.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one article that I found says that human trafficking fueled fraud is exploding in Southeast Asia, with organized crime rings ranking in close to $3 trillion in illicit revenue
What?
annually. Yeah. The head of
Fuck.
Interpol has said in comments that reveal the huge profits being earned by cartels.
Wow.
Yeah, victims from across Asia are often duped into seemingly legitimate jobs around the region, and they are then trafficked into scam compounds where they face serious abuse, including forced labor, arbitrary detention, degrading treatment, or torture, often with minimal or no help from local authorities. Yeah. And then there was also a United Nations report last year that estimated that up to 120,000 people, like let that sink in, 120,000 people could be held in compounds across Myanmar, which has been plunged into civil war since 2021 military coup. Yeah, with another
So
100,000 people held in Cambodia and elsewhere in conditions that amount to modern slavery.
What should
fucking
we
hell.
do?
Like I just
That's
okay.
a lot of
Like
people.
one of the things that you mentioned too, like with little or no help from the local authorities, I'm like,
Hmm.
is it just that they're making so much money that they're just untouchable, so then they just pay off the local authorities? Or
I mean,
that's what
I
it
don't
kind of
know. Like, I
sounds
didn't
like.
really look into a lot of the details, but yeah, I guess I can imagine that easily.
Jesus fuck. And like where also in the world are these like political coups happening, you know? Like it's just like so much unrest in so many different
Hmm.
countries all over the world that yeah, all of this could be happening there too, not just in Southeast Asia, but fucking Christ. Uh
Yeah, criminal enterprises also exist in Laos, Thailand, and the Philippines, with many of the lucrative online scam operations ranging from illegal gambling to love scams and crypto fraud.
mm,
Yeah, inhumane treatment. Yeah. So I mean, I just didn't really think about this before that this was kind of behind it, but of course it makes sense. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, even if some people are not necessarily like, physically forced into doing these scams, it might be that in some countries or some regions, there's just no like no normal job opportunities. So what else can you do if
mm,
you don't want to starve? But then
yeah.
it can be even a lot worse than that as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
apparently.
Fucking Christ.
So yeah, I don't know. So how fucked up is it? What do you think on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's pretty
I'd,
fucked up.
It's
Like
yeah,
pretty
I
fucked
say
I
up.
would
10, just
I
because
Yeah.
would
of
say
the
10 too.
scale.
Yeah. It's just hard to wrap your mind around it. Like if you could
Hmm.
say like as sad as it is, like when you have like a let's say 10 people, if like okay, 10 people were held, you know, of their like against their will and doing these scams or something, but then like 120,000 people, like how the fuck? It's
Yeah,
just
that's what
your
I mean. That is
mind.
such a huge number that it's like a little bit more difficult to like
Yes.
empathize with the
Yes,
individuals.
humanize the people. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree, which is really fucked up. Like maybe that's a natural coping mechanism with our brains that we like, okay, too much pain, too much suffering,
Hmm.
can't handle that. But yeah, I just and the amount of trillions, how many trillions did you say?
Three,
3
3 trillion.
trillion. Like how much money could that fucking like help the world and all those
Mm-hmm.
people that are working? Like those 120,000 people, their lives could be changed, you know, or like all those
Yeah.
countries, even if there was 500,000 or a million people, 3 trillion, like
Yeah.
that's the part that's always depresses me. Like when these, I don't know, let's say billionaires, whatever, billionaires out there, or these scams or something like that, all this money, if you could just compile it and then just distribute it between the most needy, what a better
Hmm.
world we would
Yeah.
live in. But it's just,
Yeah.
where does this money go?
Socialism got you.
Yeah. Oh, the socialism bug bit me hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. You have now officially left the land of the free and entered the
Yes.
socialist zone.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, so all of these articles just say that it's important to report these scams. I don't know, like, sure, but who do I report it to?
Yeah, there should be more of these outreaches, like where you can actually follow up, keep them on the line, try to figure out where they're at. You know, this type of stuff are like questions you can actually ask if they're held
Hmm.
against their will or something like that, like some code stuff. I don't know. It just feels a bit
Yeah.
yeah, like you have all
Yeah,
this.
maybe if I get that kind of call next time, I will start to
Yeah,
like, okay, hey, what's your name?
Mm.
yeah,
When did you have lunch break
actually,
last time? What did you eat
yeah,
for
no,
lunch?
actually,
Oh,
I
curry.
think,
Okay. Was it Indian curry or Thai curry? Ah,
yeah. And was it like a certain dish in a certain like a certain city or whatever that's known for that? And yeah, I don't know. You could,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
and
probably not a
I
good idea to
like,
be like, "Are you a slave?"
Yeah, I'm sure these
yeah.
are recorded and someone is monitoring these calls. So I don't
Yeah,
know what, like, if
But
you
I
could
think, I
actually
mean,
help.
I never am like an asshole to any telemarketers, like even Finnish ones who I know that they're trying to sell me some
yeah, yeah,
electrical contract or whatever. I'm just like, oh, I'm not interested, whatever. Like, or I have a contract,
Mhm.
please, you know. But I just always feel a bit like, I don't know, a bit more
Yeah,
tense with these, obviously scam ones because I just like, I don't want to fuck up and like they get something of mine or like figure something out about me that then they can use against me. But then now I
yeah.
feel like, okay, now I have an action plan. I can just, yeah, talk to them and actually
And
just,
you are
yeah,
trying to figure out something about them.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. But yeah, fuck.
yeah. I was just gonna say that, oh, but they never call me. I only get texts like on WhatsApp or something, or
Mm,
text messages or something like that. But then I realized that I just don't pick up the phone, you know? So maybe they do
Yeah,
call me.
yeah.
I'm just never picking
yeah.
up. Unless of course, I know who it is, then I pick it up. But otherwise, it's just, okay, let's Google this number. 17,000 people Googled this number before you. Okay, block. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe
Mm,
next time I
yeah.
will pick it up and ask.
Yeah. Sad
Yeah.
business. Uh,
Okay. Let's go on to the next one. What do you
Yeah.
have, Petra?
Well, yeah. Actually, I think the fucked up levelness we are like gradually maybe coming down, but
Okay.
so mine is just a very, in a way, classic true crime. So a murder in Finland. I read this from the news 2 days ago. Why I just wanted to bring it here in the news tangent
Mm-hmm.
was anyway, this was a guy, middle-aged guy in his home, and his female friend comes there, and she has two men and one of the men's girlfriend with her. So
Mm-hmm.
three friends with her,
mhm.
and then they had some kind of they got into a fight, and it became violent, and then they were uh, wrestling, and he was hit with a hammer to his knee, and finally he was strangled to death with a canvas bag.
Wow. I didn't hear this story.
No, me
Yeah,
either. What the fuck?
yeah, this was just 2 days ago. So the court, give the verdict 2 days ago.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. I thought
So
this
it's a
happened
new.
2 days ago. Okay.
No.
Yeah, yeah, same. Yeah.
This happened
Okay.
in 2021 because
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay.
courts in Finland are super slow. And
Mm,
Well,
that is kind
everywhere.
of the interesting thing here, that the p the there was three persons in the court, and none of them was judged as guilty for the murder. Everyone was judged guilty for assault, but the reason why there was no murderer was that they all claimed that it was the female friend of him who
Mm-hmm.
did the actual murder, and this woman is already dead herself. There's no
Oh.
explanation why. Maybe she just
what?
died of illness or
Uh-huh.
an accident. Anyway, but I think these are really, in a way,
There's
interesting.
so
Like,
many of these cases when, that one person dies and then everyone else is like, well, actually, you know,
yeah, I
Yeah,
they were
I
thought
mean,
the
like
there's
this
no way
is
to prove
super
it. So,
convenient.
yeah. Is her death
So yeah,
suspicious? Because I mean, I would just be now questioning, did they off her and like, yeah, it was her, totally scapegoat. Yeah.
it's
Uh,
not mentioned anywhere. So
I mean, of
hmm.
course, it could still be coincidence, but then it's just
Yeah.
very convenient for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it might be that it wasn't actually her who killed, but for them they're like, well, she won't suffer anymore, so let's all three just decide to say it was her, so
Yeah.
we won't get any bad judgments.
Yeah. So what was the verdict? Like, or what was the sentence
Assault?
for these?
Uh,
Yeah.
Assault, okay, but like, I don't know, just a
for,
few years in prison or something.
first, actually, two of them got verdict for just I don't know what this is in English, like not helping someone who needs help. For example, if you
Oh,
see
okay.
someone hurt in the street and you just ignore, you
Yeah.
can get fine or something for
Yeah.
that. So that was the first verdict they get, but then the next level of court was like, no, I think you were more active. So they got the assault
Mm-hmm.
verdict. But it was 6 months of, sorry, I always forget the English,
Probation?
ehdollinen. Yeah, so they don't
Ah,
actually go to
I mean,
Are you
I
jail.
was just
fucking
gonna say
kidding
that
me?
I bet they got probation and
Of
nothing else.
course, I mean, this is
Oh,
Finland, come
no.
on. And one more of the men who were there, they judged that he wasn't that much actively part, so he got 4 months off. So no
Wow.
jail for anyone. So
I mean,
apparently
of
the
course we
real
don't
murderer
know.
is dead.
Oh, yeah, but of course we still don't know what happened or like how much were they involved. Like,
Yeah.
was it really like all
But
of these
still.
people kind of attacking the other guy, or I don't know.
But in my opinion, since they were there, they could have stopped her from killing him. Strangulation
Mm-hmm.
takes minutes, like 5 minutes or 6 minutes or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Any of them could have intervened within those amount of minutes, in my opinion.
So
So I
how
think
was this
they
found
basically
out? Did they report it or someone reported it, or they just found the guy already dead? Because then, of course, it's even more suspicious if these other people didn't report it.
I don't know. Like this was quite a short news.
Yeah.
But I mean, the first judgment was that they ignored the fact they have to help him, and they didn't, call for help or
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Yeah.
So
That's
so
kind of
apparently, at least
suspicious.
it wasn't them.
Yeah.
Maybe someone just found him, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not these
is.
people.
And this was in Helsinki, or where was this at?
Yeah, this was in Kivikko, which is in the eastern parts of Helsinki. Yeah.
Okay. Fucking
Yeah,
Christ.
so I don't know. I just read this and thought, like, okay, interesting that the murderer is dead. This bother me really much because then you can't
Yeah.
really find the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It almost goes unpunished, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, nice. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know if
kind of
it's that
shitty, like,
fucked
that
up
you
or
can't
not, but
try a yeah, true, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kinda sucky that you can't try a dead person, you know? I mean, of course, you have to have the right to stand trial and whatever,
mhm.
but it's still a bit shitty, like, when it's fucking obvious or, like,
Yeah.
if there was, DNA on the fucking canvas bag of her sweaty hands gripping the canvas bag. Okay, sure. She most likely was the one who fucking killed him if he died of strangulation, you know? But
I feel like
yeah.
we should know this, or the police should know if there was DNA on the
Yeah.
canvas or something. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just annoying, of course, with these news stories that it's just a very short one, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know
Especially
the
in
details.
Finland, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like in the States they go in fucking detail, like, which is a bit
Hmm.
invasive to the
Yeah.
privacy
Yeah. Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the victims and the perpetrators and whatever. Not that the perpetrators need privacy, but like
Especially
with
if they're
Finland
dead.
having such short sentences, it kind of makes sense,
Yeah.
to have a little bit more anonymity. But
Yeah.
yeah, it always feels like I want more information from these
Yeah, and it's
fucking
easy to
police.
make assumptions that, oh no, these were all assholes, and then we kind of don't really know what actually happened, what was the motivation or
Yeah,
whatever, So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's always a bit like, should we, I don't know, how much should we
yeah,
judge? Because we don't really know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean, this is
exactly.
kind of a journalist choice because most of the court
Mm,
documents are open to public.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
if we really wanted to know, we would just walk to the court of Helsinki and ask for the documents. Usually, if it's not a
Yeah.
We should really do
minor,
this.
they're
We
open.
should do
Someone
Yeah.
needs
this.
to sponsor us, and then we, just
Actually would have time to go and
yeah.
go
Yeah.
check the fucking records.
And you can also
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
part. Like I was in one court
Yeah.
hearing when I was
Yeah.
studying interpreting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd be fascinated to go. Maybe we should have a field
Yeah.
trip like we've already said we would, but
Yeah. Yeah. We have.
Mm, yeah. So shall I share my least fucked up story or
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
yeah, so have either of you heard of auto brewery syndrome?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
And can you guess
No.
what it means? Auto brewery syndrome?
Oh, yes. Yes. Can I guess? I have a strong guess.
Yes.
It means that
Yes.
your body produces alcohol and you get
Yes.
drunk.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
A,
I've heard
Makes
of it.
sense.
you get a what is it? What's the fucking papukaijamerkki or something?
Yes.
What
10 pistettä ja papukaijamerkki.
yeah, yeah.
So 10
For
points
Petra,
and a
yes.
parrot
Yes.
mark.
Yeah, like the sticker thingy. Okay, anyway, yeah. So
Hmm.
that goes to Petra. So yes, so your body basically takes the carbohydrates in your stomach and then it ferments them, and then you can actually get drunk off of your own supply, basically, without having to drink any alcohol. So I saw
Hmm.
this in our work news feed, and I just like this is going to be light, so I figured, fuck it, I'm going to yeah, basically cover this story. So
Good choice.
a Belgian guy was cleared for drunk driving after learning that his body brews alcohol was the headline. And
Oh.
so yeah, this 40-year-old guy in Bruges was pulled over of April 2022 and he was given a breathalyzer and it read 0.91 milligrams of alcohol per liter of air exhaled. And a month later, another breathalyzer showed his breath contained 0.71 milligrams, and Belgium's legal limit is 0.22 milligrams per liter. So, yeah, basically responds to, which is corresponding to a blood alcohol level of 0.5 grams per liter. And uh, so the guy had like received a fine, and then he had a, okay, so yeah, so 3 years earlier, like the guy was, received a fine after he was pulled over, and then uh, yeah, so basically he got his suspended license, and he was pulled over, and he received a fine, even though he's like protesting, "Hey guys, I'm not drunk. I haven't drank any alcohol, officer. Like none, not even like a tipple, like nothing, right?"
Mhm.
And then cops are of course like, "Yeah, sure. We've heard this fucking every time, like, yeah, I haven't been
Mm.
drinking, etc." But then the guy apparently works in a brewery, so this doesn't help the situation at
Oh
all either.
no. Oh no.
So basically after the latest incident, the doctors basically confirmed that this guy has this rare condition called ABS or auto brewery syndrome. And yeah, his stomach takes the carbohydrates and then it's fermented, and then this increases the ethanol levels in the bloodstream, and then it can result in signs of intoxication, although the judge emphasized that this is not the situation in this case. So anyway, so the guy didn't seem intoxicated, like he didn't seem like outwardly intoxicated,
Hmm.
but the breathalyzer like showing that he's fucking intoxicated like 3 times the legal
Wow.
limit or more. So yeah. Um so yeah, the guy was kind of like, just relieved, like, okay, finally got to the bottom of this because I haven't been drinking and whatever. And yeah, so there's some other cases of this, of course,
Mm.
but yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
that's just
Just imagine
yeah,
this being you, and you're like, I
mm,
know that I'm not lying. What the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah, yeah. Like you're
I
almost
would start.
gaslit into thinking, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you did. But I would start to suspect, like, okay, what did I eat? Like, did it
yeah,
contain alcohol, or is it something like?
mm,
I remember there was this case in Finland that someone had eaten this da capo chocolate bar,
yeah,
which apparently has a little bit of, I don't remember,
Rum?
rum, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
but
yeah,
like just what you have in chocolate. So and then he was driving a truck to a nuclear plant where they have, of course, like very strict zero policy. And then they were like, "Nope, you're not entering." And he's like, "I didn't drink anything." And then they found out the Da Capo bar in his truck. So
But there should
it
be
was
like
sold, and
minimal, like not even.
Yeah,
yeah, I
Oh,
think
I
it's
think it's
something
point
that
just an
is
zero
kind of
early.
one.
because he kind of ate it just before, so it
Uh-huh.
kind of stays in your breath, and then you wait for 20 minutes and it's gone. So
Okay, okay.
that was the problem. But yeah, I would start to
It's weird.
suspect something like that. But then again, the number is so high. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how much he had in the breath.
It just reminded me of
Yeah.
this like sort of common thing in Hungary that you're like, I don't know, it's like super hot in the summer, and then you're just like, I don't know, you're a kid at home, you go to the kitchen, open the fridge, and you see this like bottle of, just water, like sparkling water or something. And then, oh yeah,
Yeah.
great, cold water. You drink out of it, and I don't know, I guess like you have a 50% chance at least that it's actually palinka there and not water.
What about the berries or the fruit floating in the bottom? That would be the dead giveaway because usually there is some
No,
type of
no,
fruit.
well, no, I would say not
Oh,
usually. I think
oh,
usually
okay.
it's just pure
So how
palinka.
strong is
Always
this
sniff
palinka?
before you drink. Yeah.
It's
Uh, it's like
it can
40
be within
something
yeah,
percent.
something
Oh,
like
so
that.
it's like vodka
Yeah,
level
it's
Yeah.
of.
basically like
Okay.
vodka.
Wouldn't you notice,
Of
like,
course you would
from the
notice. So it's
taste
like
when you?
yeah. Of course it's like you immediately notice that
Yeah.
this happened. So then yeah, but it just reminded me of this that like how could it have happened that I didn't notice that I actually consumed some alcohol.
Mm,
I'm like
yeah.
this was
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
there was
true.
like crime as a topic, but then in the end, it wasn't a crime, so it was a happy story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
happier than the others.
routine. Yeah. Do you know
This was so
possibly?
lighthearted that I'm almost like, do we even need an animal fact? But I guess we do.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Why
give you
not? We
one.
Yeah.
You're
always
gonna
do
Let's
listen
anyway.
go
to
for
it.
it.
I
Yeah.
could give you a shitty
Okay.
animal fact and that was in the news, like horrible, and then I can give you a good one if you want to like balance scales. Or okay, no,
Shitty as
I
in
won't. I won't
sad?
hit you. Yes. Or okay, yeah. I won't
Oh,
hit you with
no.
the sad animal
No.
fact. Yeah, that would just ruin the mood. Okay. Um.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
do either of you know a beaver's favorite food?
Um,
Beaver's favorite food?
Yes.
Uh, mm, Fish?
yeah, I'm just thinking. I was gonna say fish too.
Well, they're herbivores, so they feed entirely on plants.
Oh,
But
okay. Oh, so
Um,
so most likely it's not fish.
yeah, I would think not fish unless there's
uh, yeah.
some bloodthirsty
Okay, wait, wait.
beavers out
Okay.
there.
Before I was thinking of fish, I was like, I don't even know if, like what beavers eat, but like are
Mhm.
they herbivores or what? Okay, yeah.
I say
Just tell us.
moss. Moss.
Moss. Okay.
Moss. Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah. Do you have a guess, Petra? I mean, Victoria. Jesus Christ.
No, I think I'm gonna stop at fish, and you can tell
Okay.
what.
Okay. So apparently, beaver's favorite food is aspen and willow trees. So they, yeah, feed
Oh.
entirely on plants,
Okay.
including tree bark and other vegetation on land and in the water, and they stash the food away in the autumn. And then this was on the WWF
I mean, I was
site.
thinking that it must not
Yeah.
be like tree bark because it would be so obvious. So it must be
Yeah,
something
Mm,
else.
I thought so too.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And do you know how
Well,
long
it
they
is.
can hold their breath for? Just this is my last one, and then I'll stop talking about beavers.
Oh wait, I thought we were just getting into this, and then well, this was the fact that this is
Sorry.
their favorite food.
Yeah, this was the
Oh
fact.
no, I thought there's
Yeah, there
more.
is. Yes.
Okay.
No. But here's another fact. Okay, fine. So, beavers can hold their breath for up to 15 minutes underwater, and they also have a transparent
What?
third eyelid that protects their eyes while swimming underwater. Yes.
Oh, that's so
That's some
cool.
facts of beavers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Great.
you.
That's great.
Beavers are nice. I guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
they
And
are.
they don't
Yeah.
eat fish,
I
so
mean,
they're
yeah, and
nice to fish.
they help they help they help farmlands, for instance, and like they're actually a very good system. They help control floods versus like anyway, there's a whole
Mhm.
thing. Don't kill beavers.
Versus us. We don't. Yeah. I would not kill
Mm,
a beaver.
No,
Be very
me
random
neither.
thing to do.
mm.
Beavers are great.
Okay. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to this
Thank you.
again.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back with
Right.
something similar. Bye.
Moro.